Welcome to Big Oz Explorers. We've been touring in a caravan for over a year now and have learned a lot about how to manage in a tiny home while travelling around Australia. I'm Shan, and this is Chris, and our kids Jada and Jack. Follow our family and live van life through our eyes while we take you on the trip of a lifetime around Australia's hotspots. Click the subscribe button to join our adventure every Thursday and stay up to date with everything Big Oz. Well, good morning. We're only 20 minutes out of bed or something now. The kids have been having breakfast, we've got dressed, made everything, and this is the beginning of our day. We're doing a bit of a different episode today, and there's a few different reasons for it. So a lot of you, for as long as I can remember, always ask me about editing and that, and how that works and what's involved and what program I use, where I do it, like all these little things. So I'm not going to go into stupid amount of detail, so otherwise you won't find this interesting, but I'm going to give you a rundown of what a day looks like for me with editing, and a bit of information about how I make that work. But the other side of things as well, we have YouTube memberships, which we only just released again last night. We did a little video, and we actually had a couple of negative comments on there, and it's really frustrating because this is basically our job and this is what we do for a living and how we earn our income now. So we don't do YouTube because it's fun. We do YouTube because it's our job. So the idea behind this video is not only to give you the information about how editing works and that, which I know a lot of you want to know, but also show you that not every day is the beach and not every day is a playground and not every day are we, holidaying. Hey.
Correction, we do it for fun, but it is a job at the end of the day too. There is a lot of time and effort that does go into it. We did the whole reason this even started YouTube. I don't know if a lot of you even know about it, but it was basically just to inform family and friends of where we've been, what we've been up to, what the kids are doing, watching them grow, literally just for close family and friends. That's all it was actually going to be. We started making a few videos, and then someone's like, you should chuck it on YouTube, you might be able to make something of it.
Yeah. And
then we ended up doing that, and it actually did quite well over a few months, and then before you know it, you start making money for these sort of videos and stuff, and it's like, well, if we can be on the road, enjoy ourselves,
and earn an income.
Yeah, record all the things that we're doing, and people enjoy that, we can actually get paid from that. Why the hell wouldn't you?
Well, we've got the choice of going back to nursing, so I've got 8 and 12 hour shifts with shift work as well, so night times, afternoons, mornings and stuff. And Chris was doing 12-hour days at a quarry, and he was also doing Saturdays as well, and missing out on everything with the kids. So now Chris gets to spend bulk time with the kids. I don't have to do shift work. We've replaced our income. So we'd be crazy not to do this. We love our job. We have an awesome job.
At the end of the day, it's YouTube. It's not a normal job. It's not an everyday job that everybody's used to, and there's a lot of different ways to make money out of it. And to make money means you can live. It doesn't matter what you do in life. Everybody needs money. So it's for us, and putting it out to everyday people, it's very hard to understand because it's not normal. It's not an everyday thing.
If I look at myself before we did this, I probably thought similar things of YouTubers. It was God, they're just making all this money and they do nothing. But now that we've done it, it's
there's a lot of work. And there's a ton of work.
To be honest, YouTube, there's not a lot of money behind it unless you're doing really, really well. And if you stop doing it, the algorithm lets you down, and then the income stops. It's actually hard work to keep YouTube going.
It's pretty solid
if you're living from it.
Yeah, well.
If it's a hobby, then that's awesome. You pay for some pub sessions and that every now and then. But if you're living from it, there's actually a lot of work that goes involved behind the scenes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think, oh, you got 20k subscribers, you must be getting paid, thousands.
It's not based on subscribers, it's based on views.
Yeah, exactly right. So if anybody knows anything about YouTube, if you don't, the real crushed down basic way to explain it, you don't get paid on the subscribers. You can have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, doesn't mean you get paid for that.
You get only 100 views every video, but 1 million subscribers, you're making money based on your 100 views.
Yeah,
so you need to have good
your
content.
views, the people that watch your videos And the number that comes up underneath that video, that's how we get paid, is by how many of you legends out there watch our videos. Yeah. That's why we keep saying, like, just if you wanna and you love it and get onto it, go and watch, have a watch, because that's what actually helps us out. So
the subscribing number is what looks good for people that approach the channel, because as someone who doesn't do YouTube, you look at it and you're like, oh my god, there's a lot of subscribers there, it must be half decent, but the money comes from the views. Yeah. So that's just a couple of little examples there of, I don't know, behind the scenes of what actually happens for us, and it's really not what some people think it is. And I think we'll probably dive into this a little bit deeper in the coming days or the coming weeks, and sort of just, I don't know, nut out a few of those questions that everybody, I guess, wants to know or frequently asks, or just, I don't know, clear up a few things, because I feel like there's too many little pieces that not everyone can put together. So if we can just put all those pieces together for you and explain it, I reckon, things will be a lot easier and a lot better, and you guys will have a way better understanding about us and how we operate. Just really quickly, Jack, do you want to say hi? Hi. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi. Oh, say hi, YouTube. You tried. Very close. He's very close. He's so bloody close. Oh, Dad's got it. But anyway, that's the situation. I'm going to give you a rundown of my day today anyway. Yeah. Show what's going on. And Chris might film here. This is the whole point of this episode today. But yeah, Sian will take you on her adventure, and I will see what I get up to with the kids today, because I'll be on daddy daycare. And this has basically been happening now for about, what, 5 days now? We've been here for 8 days, and there's only been 1 day that I didn't edit. Yeah. So, and this is to catch up, because we were, like, falling behind. Yeah, this happens every now and again. We'll get to a place and we'll literally hang out for, like, up to 2 weeks. And the only reason we do that is so we can catch up, because I just go to the library every day. Yeah. And you just stay at the van every day. It has to be done. People must look at us in the park when we go through these stages and think, how do they even make content? Like, they haven't left, you know, because we literally just... I get on the socials, people message me saying, oh, you're still there? And it's like, yeah, we're still here. Yeah. Like, everybody's left like a week and a half ago nearly, and we're still here. And it's like, we're here for a reason. We need this time. So it's good not having too many people around, because you're not distracted, and, you know, having those people coming over all the time and that. Not that I hate that or anything, I love it, but it just means that we don't get much done. Yeah. We're the worst when it comes to people hanging around. We love to socialise. And when we socialise, we don't work. We don't work, so it's nice not to socialise just for a little bit. Then we can catch up, and then we can go and socialise again. Alright. But yeah, alright, let's do it. So it is. We're going to rip into some brekkie and say goodbye to Sian for the rest of the day, and then show you guys what happens. So this is most of my morning routine. This is a bit later than normal because we've got out of bed so late this morning, but normally when I wake up I get up about 6:30 depending on Jack, because I'll get up for him and then I'll get him sorted for a bit of an iPad and stuff, and then I'll sit there on the socials and I'll normally put up my posts. At the moment I'm trying to catch up, so I've got a lot of content to get going, so just about every single day I've got something going up. But once I'm caught up, I should be only doing it probably a couple of times a week hopefully, which would be nice. But at the moment, yeah, this is basically my job, is the socials. So a post entails Facebook, Instagram, and if it's a Thursday, which our episodes drop, I normally put another one up on YouTube. But if I'm feeling like asking a few questions or doing a few things on YouTube, that'll become another thing on the socials as well. So that's another part of the behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. I'll probably spend about an hour sorting all this out and getting it all up to date and ticking everything off. So yeah, that's another thing that we don't obviously show because it's quite boring sort of stuff, but it's a way that we make an income and get our content out to you guys on the socials and that. So if you're following us on the socials, I've probably spoken to you at some stage, at some moment. But then all the photos and everything else I've put into files, I've edited, I've done all sorts of gear. Like, there's a lot of hours that go into just making a post, not only writing out the whole description of where we are and what we've done, but all the photos that we've taken from that location I've got to put into a file. I've got to edit those photos and then choose the best ones that I want out of those. So it's a bit of a process, but I do enjoy it. I've done a bit of the socials before we even started on the road. I was always a bit of the Snapchat king, and
getting around on the Facebook and that. So it's not unfamiliar. It's quite easy to a certain extent, but it's just time labouring. There's a lot of time that goes into it, and I don't want it to take up too much time, because obviously it's not fun anymore. It just takes up way too much of your time and you're not enjoying yourself. So yeah, a little bit of an insight to most days. It will get better as I catch up, but good old socials.
There's cars in the closet.
You say bye, Mum. Bye, Mum.
Bye, Mum. I love you. Yeah, love you. I'll see you later. Yeah? He's like, there's the YouTube again. I'm going to go to work, hey? Bike? No, yeah, I'm going on a bike. Bye. Okay, watch out the window.
Jump up in the window.
Yeah, see. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Say bye.
So I'm just sitting outside the library at the moment and there's not many people around. This cafe that's behind me, I've actually been going here like every day that I've been editing. They do really good coffee and really good food. And I didn't realise today's a Monday and they're shut. So I had to go over the road and try a different cafe to get my coffee. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the library to open. It's only another 5 minutes or so. You've got to get here on time, otherwise you miss your spot and you don't get a PowerPoint. So yeah, I've got like 5 minutes to go. So this is my workspace. My headphones, so I can hear everything properly. They're noise cancelling as well, so that really helps. The laptop, of course, so I can use Premiere Pro. I tend to silence my phone, and of course coffee. That's literally all I need for the day, and food, which I'll get later. So this is where I'm going to sit basically all day. This is my job for the day. So I'm going to show you throughout the day what some of the things are that I do and how I do it. But first I'm going to get in, I'm going to get my project started and open that, because I'm starting a brand new one today. So by the end of the day I'll be able to tell you how much I've made and what I've created. Alright, so it's about probably what, 10:30 in the morning now. I actually don't even know, to be honest. I thought I better step outside. I can't really talk when I'm in the library, because when you're in there everyone looks at you like what are you doing? Plus they're trying to work and do other things. So I've done a bit of a time lapse this morning. That is the first step of my process. So I basically create a project file in Adobe Premiere Pro. I set up my sequence, which is basically like the timeline where I'm going to put all my footage, and then I just drag everything into there. So what I'm doing is just compiling every bit of usable footage into one area, for then I can go back to the beginning and then re-go through it again and shorten everything down so it's usable and so it's enjoyable for you to watch and doesn't get boring, basically. Chris has just stopped past this morning. It turns out I tried to plug in the GoPro into the computer so that it could charge, and it didn't like it. It said there was a USB connected, so I had to get him to bring me some batteries over. So he's just in there watching my computer for me, and I've got a new battery in now. So I'm going to set you up on a time lapse, and you can basically watch me edit for a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm back out the front again because obviously I can't shout in the library, and there's even more people in there now. So I've basically done my second run through of all the footage now. I've slow-moed things, I've joined them together, I've trimmed all the bits that I didn't want. I've added like adjustment layers over the top, which is where you can add like certain color effects and stuff like that. The other thing I've done as well, I've added all the music, and that's something that you guys actually ask me about all the time, is where does the music come from? So we use a site called Epidemic Sound, and it's a paid subscription for $15 per month, and then we can use any song on their website. I think there's 40,000 odd songs to choose from, and as long as it's on our YouTube, our Instagram or our Facebook, we're covered and we don't get any copyright issues. So all our music comes from Epidemic Sound. And then basically I overlay that on the areas that need music, which is usually around drone footage, or sometimes we've got suspense. Like in this case, it's over me having a shower of all things. And the other thing I've done here as well is add a sound effect, which is the rain sound, so that you've got that in the background of the music, so it gives you that realistic feeling like you're actually listening to the shower. But the other thing, this episode now, it's only worked out to be about a 20-minute episode, and I think it's 1:30. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. But a 20-minute episode, and I started at 9 o'clock, so it's taken me about 5 hours to do that. Most of our episodes are 30 to probably 50 minutes long, so usually I'm taking a full day. But in saying that too, I'm not done yet. The next thing I've got to do now is create some thumbnails, which I do through Adobe Spark, which is like an online program which you get with your Adobe subscription. I believe you can actually use that one for free, but there is premium templates that you can't use unless you have a paid subscription, but there is a free version of it if you want to try and do this for yourself. So I'll make a thumbnail using that, and then I've got to upload it all and do all the back of house in YouTube, which is basically like putting tags, a description, placing ads over the top, which is where our income comes from again, and then any cards as well. So if we tell you about products, or we say, you know, can you subscribe, and that little thing pops up in the corner, I've got to put all them in manually as well. And yeah, then at that point it's about ready to go. So we'll see how the day goes. I'll let you know when I've done all that and what the time is, and then we can figure out exactly how long it took me to do a 20-minute episode. So what a day. I've just packed up. It is now 3:43 in the afternoon and I'm done. So I made a 22-minute episode. I've made 2 previews which Chris can use on socials, and I use as shorts on YouTube, and 2 thumbnails. And I think while I was waiting for one of the videos to render, I may have answered like 4 or 5 comments on YouTube as well. But pretty much that's been my whole day. So the library opened at 9 o'clock and it's 3:42. And the only reason I left today was to do a couple of these small videos in between, and I've just been for a wee now. So It's pretty crazy, hey? So yeah, you can imagine what it's like when I'm doing a half hour or a 45 or even an hour long episode. So sometimes this process takes 2 days even to get it done. So yeah, hopefully that's given you a really good insight. I'm going to put in a heap of voiceover stuff as well, so that anything I'm doing I can explain to you as we go and that. But if you have any questions whatsoever about what I've done here and you want to know more about editing, or you want to know something that maybe I haven't mentioned, just pop it in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you all and I'll help you with that. And if you want to see the episode that I created today, right up here in the top corner, whichever side it is, it'll also be in the description. You'll be able to see the previews and you'll also be able to see the episode, so you can see exactly what I've done and how long it took me to create that. And keep in mind as well, like I've been doing this now for what, just over a year and a half since we hit the road. So if it's taking me that long now, imagine what it took me back in the beginning. Like sometimes it took me what, 20-25 hours just to make a short 20-minute video. So I've improved tremendously. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the caravan now, see how everyone's going. Hopefully they've had a good day, and tomorrow we're finally off to go back to the beach. I'm so excited. It's been like 8 days of this, so whew, we'll see you there. What are you doing? Oh, it's Jack. I thought you were playing games with me. Hi. Hi, Jack. Aww. Come up. Oh, hello. Lovely. Did you miss me? Did you miss Mum? He doesn't really seem to care.
Hi.
How's your day been?
Boring.
Boring. Well, it's been productive.
That's good.
Finished a whole episode, 2 previews, and 2 thumbnails, and uploaded it all.
Very good.
It's cool. It's a cool episode. It's
Yeah, I'm hanging out for that one. Should be good.
Ooh.